Hello guys and welcome back to my Minecraft world. This is the first little thing I want to show you. It is this very nice looking Minecraft minecart highway. Now I just want to talk about it a little bit. Each of these has buttons. I know I need to replace the dirt with something else, but the button will flip on the powered rail. I should have had a minecart over here. Which will send it rolling down. Each little one has a little powered rail to keep it going. However, I also left space to walk just in case things like this. Now, why are you here? Let's see if we can take this down. Alright. So you hit the button, it takes you along, and drops you right down here. Now, you guys may recognize this place. It's my first little world. It's grown up a little bit though. First of all, I now have a 9x9 lava pit here, which A gives a bunch of light, and B gives me more lava for when I want to make this bigger with more obsidian. Up here, I filled this in a little bit, planted a few trees. But up here is the top of my new bone meal maker. So I put in here, say, kelp. And what it'll do is it puts it into the hopper. And from the hopper, see, I can't get a good view. There's a composter right about there, another hopper, and a chest. I managed to build this onto the front of, or the back of my first house. So come down here. Every time the composter gets filled up, it will put it on here. I have a stack and a half. This is not a very efficient way to do it, but it's good for throwing away excess seeds, wheat, anything like that that's plant-based that doesn't really need to be there. You can see my new sheep pen. So, I have also been working on the wheat field a lot. It now stretches from where it was initially to now I just can't remember what this pathways are. Here's one. And it now goes pretty much all the way up to the top. I made this little water aquifer thing, and I'm planning on getting it to go around there a little bit more and around there, but I also got quite a few more crops I wanted to try out here. So, over here I also have carrots and beetroot that I got from some of the villagers, along with pumpkins. Now that once I finally figured out that I just need to break the pumpkins to get the seeds. I haven't been playing this game very long, as you guys can't tell. Let's see, what else is on our agenda? When I end up breaking something, I'll jump from up here. So here's the bottom of it. As you can see, I just used spruce for most of it underneath. However, the under this main rail part, like from up at the house down here, is all cobblestone. I haven't really decided how I want to fix that up, so that'll be a future project though. Let's take a nice little look at the sheep pen that has been worked on a little bit more expansively. So I realized I needed more colors, namely the orange and the light blue, and there should be a little magenta in there. This is glitching out. So basically I take the wheat, feed them, don't even need a cow. I don't even know how a cow got in there. I'm gonna have to go in there and fix that. But basically this is where I've been getting on my wool. In fact, I now have almost I think I got 3/4 of a double chest of wool. Yeah. Been working on this for a little while. Now let's take this nice little path back on up here. As you can see, my cactus farm has grown. The chimney. Finally figure out how to put iron bars up there to make it go better. Also, did you know that putting a hay bale underneath a campfire makes the smoke go higher? I didn't. So I watched something on YouTube the other night. But yeah, that still goes out. this is just the same old house. The cat still hasn't done much. Moved it from over there to over here, though. Yeah, the cow pen's gotten a whole lot bigger. Notice that's why I have 51 steaks, and that's just from the last minor culling. Yeah, there's so many chickens in there. I haven't even bothered going in there yet. It's not worth it. Still need ideas on what to do to fix up this bridge. I like it, but I know it needs to be raised up a little bit and probably ordained a little bit more, oriented with more stuff. So we're back here at Casa de You Break It, You Buy It. And we're going to go up to where I now affectionately call One Spruce Hill. This is where I got about 90% of the spruce wood I've used in both the new house and just all the trestles and stuff. And it's also where I plan on planting most of the new trees I get. Just because I feel like this is just a amazing little place to grow it. It's out of the way, but it's also close enough that I can see it. Let's go up here. So, this is the back of the new house. I have been calling it Break Bill's Mansion. Break Bills, if you don't know, is the name of the school in Magicians, which I've been watching on Netflix recently. Really suggest it, but it just was what I was watching, what I decided to stick with. That's what I call the snake room. We'll show you why in a second. But as you can see, 1, 2, 3 stories with possibility to go higher and lower. I haven't really thought about that too much. But let's actually go over there. As you can see, the Fire of Gondor is still nice and bright. A little bit of water. Yeah, you see that? That little dirt pathway? Yeah, that needs to go eventually. More spruce trees over here just because I had a ton of saplings that I need. Yeah. So now do you see why it's called, I call it the snake? I didn't realize that until after I built it, but if you look at that, it looks like an eye, and it just looks just coiled straight back into the house. Over here, I found a couple jungle biomes, and this started out with, I think, 3 pieces of bamboo. And it now is more than 3. Also, this is what I decided to do with the pillars. Put a bunch of cobblestone around it, put some vines on it. Hopefully I don't need to do anything more with that, but there have been creepers spawning around here, so I might need to light it up a little bit more. Now let's go into my house. Oh wait, what is that? Just looks like solid wall. But look what I did. Made a little secret entrance to this place. And it is my first redstone whatever that I am actually happy with. It doesn't do much, but all it is really is just 2 slime pistons that are attached via redstone to both of these levers. Yeah. Now this thing I'm really happy with, and this was something I also found on YouTube on Waddle's channel. Let's walk all the way up to the top. That is a soul sand bubble elevator that leads straight up here, and it's getting dark already. But then I also decided on the behest of one of my friends to make a drop down. I'm going to work on this room a little bit, but I figured as long as I just had it together, that's worth it. Okay. This is where I spent a lot of carpeting on. I used red as the drop down, that's why that's over there. Orange and blue, just felt like it went well. And then the baby blue because it matched, or it went well with the glass that I have around that. Can't really see much out of these trees because of the vines. I need to go and sleep. First of all, oh, that's right. This is just solid quartz slabs as the ceiling. I really like the way that works, especially with the lighting in here. Then lanterns on more quartz slabs in the corners. This little hallway of the little bend. And yes, exactly what I wanted. So out there is my first little, let's see, put cobblestone up there. Coal right there. It all goes straight into the furnace. Drops down to that chest. That makes stone. That is how I was able to get pretty much all of these stone bricks, the solid stone, or the polished stone, everything. And I found a wolf, and I haven't named it yet. I really would like some help with that. Down here, this is where we started the episode, by the way. You can see the little train tracks. This is where I'm going to have my little loom room. I'm eventually planning on putting a bunch of red and black banners through here to match the floor, and I think it just kind of goes well with it. More quartz with the lanterns, and this is my chandelier. I built this entire house around this idea of a chandelier, and it legit took 2 days. It's held up by iron bars, and it's just 4 campfires. And it's hanging from the roof. I don't know if you guys can see that on the 2nd story. It feels a little low sometimes, but you know, what can you really do? The next one will be better. So up here you can see I glassed it in just because the smoke was kind of getting a little bit obnoxious, and I figured why not. I've added more torches onto there on a different part of the chandelier. I don't know what that's called, but I think it looks cool. More of the quartz with lanterns for lighting, and this is a view of just the roof of the little train station. Cool. I have done some exploring, so that green marker right there is where we're currently at. Each of one of these other blocks is farther out. I have not actually gotten down there yet. We have a giant mesa biome down here for a bunch of terracotta. It's where I got a lot of my gold out of abandoned mine shafts. A full jungle down here that I think expands all the way over here, because this is also a jungle. We have a swamp right here that I've been using to farm all the slime. There's another one over there. There's another one over there. There's another one over there. The only thing that I have yet to find actually is a desert, and that will be hopefully in one of these. If not, we're going to have to expand. I need to go to bed before creatures spawn. I've not done a good job lighting this place yet. This is my main room. It's not snug, so we're going to just go sleep. This is where I do the majority of my crafting now. I store all valuables up here, so you know, ender pearls, bells I steal from villages, gold, blocks of redstone, everything needed. Junk drawer, building block drawer, second junk drawer. I'm eventually going to need to build a better storage area than this, but again, problem for another day. I really liked how these windows turned out. They look really cool from the outside. I kind of have thoughts about the interior, but you know, you can still see out, so who really cares? I also added a section to get up to the roof. It was initially just done for building, and then I was like, why not just keep it? And you can see everything. See what I mean by snaky snake? Snaky snake. What I really like about building up here is all of the snow came in naturally, and it will probably stay here. Alright, one other thing. How do I get that down? The way you came up. Right, guys? Eventually I'm going to put paintings, banners. The interior is going to look a lot better than it does right now, but I just needed to actually finish the build itself. We're going to go back down. There we go. want you to sit. We're gonna have to fight here. I have a feeling. Have a skeleton. Sneaky, sneaky skeleton. There you are. And the spider, which is no one's enemy right now. So, I've also dropped a bunch of vines down here, and they just continue to grow, which we're going to use over here as a very interesting way to get up. Are you violent now? Not anymore. And up we go. Godric's Hollow Cemetery. So when I was building this, I just kept on looking over here and I was like, wow, that looks a lot like, you know, this land, this stone here was kind of naturally in here. I was like, that looks a lot like cemeteries we find here around Virginia. So I threw a couple of these stone walls in. I'm not entirely sold with how they look, especially since I had to put some up there as well. But I actually really enjoy it. Put a bunch of lanterns in, obviously more vines. It's great. See what I mean by what those look like from the outside. I wish it was snowing up here. But anyway, how do I turn this around? That will do it for episode 2 of Minecraft Poorly. I don't know why, but they call me Strider. And that is also the name of both my YouTube and my Twitch and my Facebook. I don't know why I said both. But yeah, please join me 2 weeks from now. Hopefully the animal will have a name by then. And we will have more work to do. I'm planning. That's not the good way to do it. I'm planning on doing more over in this plains biome. I was thinking kind of like a stadium sort of thing, maybe against that back hill. Don't know exactly how that's going to work, but an idea is an idea. Thank you guys. Signing off.